guys, welcome to Gen Z's Jiu-Jitsu Technique of the Week. I'm here with my student and dear friend, Paula. I feel like I say that about everybody because I love everyone and all of our members and students so much. So I'm going to show you a series from single leg X that we've been working on. So we're going to go over just a quick entry, like a shin to shin entry. This one's going to be a little bit longer. We've got lots of information to share. So if Paula's here, I'm going to be seated back, okay? My butt's back, chest is forward for good posture, so that way she can't just push me back. So it's a little challenging sometimes when someone is standing and I'm seated in no-gi and we're detached, especially if I don't have any leg grips. So I want to try and attach to her leg. So what I'm going to do, if Paula either steps in, I'm going to block, make some space, and then come in shin to shin, and then I'm going to hug. Or maybe if she's just moving around, step on back. Yep, she's moving around. I can come in and try and attach to the leg on my own. Okay, so I've got this nice shin to shin. I'm creating like an X position. Okay, my knee has to be out, and I'm coming in for the hug. Okay, I have good posture with my head because I don't want her to just push my head down like that. Exactly. So good posture, and I'm attaching. So let's turn a little bit this way, Paula. Perfect. Yep. So I'm here, connected. Now I'm going to go ahead and place my hand just as a block on her knee, and I'm going to fall to my shoulder, doing a half circle so that I can end up in a position where she's standing over me. So we're here, I'm going to stay connected, I fall, I use my shin to lift her leg up, and then it drops. Now right away I want to shoot my legs up to single leg X. Now that I'm here, I have a heel right in the hip, I have this overwrap, which is going to be important a little bit later, and then I'm layering my other foot behind her opposite butt cheek, and I'm pinching. Okay, so I have a nice pinch here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go for a basic sweep. Just remember too, you want to keep this leg in line. I don't want to start bringing this heel across her center line because then I can get called for reaping and really hurt my partner's knee. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to lift up, my hips up, and I want to look away. I want to go for this basic single leg X guard sweep. So I'm going to go ahead, lift my hips up, and away. And now I'm attached, right? So we've got our basic sweep here. Now, if Paula comes back up, we'll do that again. And you can just do this too if you don't want to do the entry. Have your partner stand over you. Exactly. And you can attach to the side that you'd like to go towards. So now that I'm here, same thing. I'm going to press, lift my hips. If I'm going for the sweep, okay, I'm lifting up and trying to go, but Paula staggers back and I can't sweep her. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cinch my knees to my chest as I use my foot behind her butt to bring her towards me. This is a big core movement. So I'm going to bring her towards me to step. Then I get her ankle. That's all I need. And now I'm going to lift my hips up and take her straight back. Okay? Now we end up in this great position. I'm going to turn a little bit. We're in a straight ankle lock. I need to make sure that I keep my heel on her hip and my knees nice and tight. I want to keep this bite on her leg. I still have my arm and hand weaved through her leg, okay? It's just my hand's on my belly. But I need to keep this control because the first thing Paula's going to want to do is clear this foot and start stepping over and getting close to me. So this is really creating distance management here. So I need to keep the bite and I keep the heel. I can kind of create like a push-pull with my foot and my heel on her hip. So once I'm in this position, a lot of times people are going to try and gable grip here and try and like extend back for the finish. That's going to change the angle of my wrist and where the blade is. So I want to keep my hand flat, and now I'm going to take my other hand and put it in the mat. This is a tip my coach Jeff Serafin would always talk about. This is super, super helpful because you need some balance, especially as they're starting to move. And what I need to do is just loosely shift back to the right spot. What I mean by that is you should feel the blade of your forearm or wrist getting right into the nook, right on the Achilles, right behind the heel. You should feel it. It kind of stops. This is going to be different on everybody, and you'll learn the finesse for this. This is really important to micro drill so that you can understand where it has to be. You should feel like the foot is almost going to fall out or slip out, but we don't want it to. So once I've gotten into the right position, I can't keep my arm loose anymore. It needed to be loose so I could kind of take the slack out, but now I'm going to pinch my armpit like nice and tight, pinching her toes. And now the icing on the cake with this one, the real doozy here to make this super tight, which Paula's getting ready for, is I'm gonna bring my elbow back. So I lift my elbow up and drag it back. Okay, so I'm lifting up and pulling it back. Lifting up and pulling it back. And then I'm gonna cobra stretch as I look belly down and look behind me. So I'm bringing my hips into it. Essentially is what the belly down option is when I'm cobra stretching. I drag this back with my elbow. I go belly down, bringing my hips into it, and I look back for the stretch. Okay? That's a super, super tight straight ankle lock. Now, if for some reason, like Paula gets the boot on, this is a fun thing too. If she does get the boot and her toes are flexed, do like a little like salsa shoulder. That's what I call it. And then like roll your shoulder back. That'll help collapse the toes. But if I'm here and I'm like, there's just no way I can get this straight ankle lock, I feel like she's like defending well, or I just don't feel comfortable with my finish, I'm gonna open my arms up. Okay, I just stay in my elbow and I wanna get the heel, the ankle. I can grab the heel actually or the ankle. So I'm getting this grip and I wanna bend her leg and bring it across to my hip. We're gonna go for a leg drag pass, okay? Now, I'm gonna cup the knee, build my base to my hand, and I retract my foot that was on the heel. Then I cinch back in, okay? Now what I wanna do, we're gonna turn a little bit this way. What I wanna do here is drive my knee, okay, towards her other hip. Boom, and pin it right in the mat, okay? If I can't, depending on Paula's size, okay, and my size and the length of my legs, if I can't get both knees to the mat, this is the knee that's important, the one that's weaved between. So if we kind of turn a little bit this way, Paula, just so everyone can see, perfect. My knee is weaved and pinned to the mat. Okay, so it's really hard for her to re-guard. I can always bring my other foot up and I'm controlling the hip. Okay, so we tilt it this way, just moving Paula all over. My foot is up and I'm controlling her hip and my knee's up. So don't worry if it can't hit the ground. This one I want to though, because if I'm here or here, yep, she can start shifting her hips and bringing that other leg out. So I'm in this position. Okay, if I have the foot up or both knees down, I'm gonna start getting the underhook. I'm gonna bring my head to her shoulder, flatten her out, get double unders. And here I can take a nap and chill, be nice and heavy, and when I'm ready, or when she stretches her legs out, I keep my hips connected, and I come through for the pass. Okay? I hope that was helpful for you guys. Any questions? Leave those comments below. This is the single leg X series we were working on with the Shin to Shin entry, and we've got our 2 sweep options, our straight ankle lock, and our leg drag pass. Thanks, Paula. No problem. Thanks, guys. Bye.